Good morning. I started another project and I just needed a break from it because there's a lot of glitter and I'm really tired of pulling out this project and immediately being covered in glitter. So, a break from that. Right now, we're gonna crochet a little sweater. Why? I really love crocheting sweaters. It is, the most satisfying thing to me to just make a sweater and wear it. I love it. Okay, so I know exactly what the sweater is gonna look like in my brain, and I know I should have done a wee little sketch and shown it to you, but that's not how I operate when I work. So I'm gonna show you a piece of it because I had to do a little practice. So this here is a little crocheted square with a daisy in it. And this is my first one, so it's a little wonky and a little, not the best quality, but it's a good representation of what I would like my other squares to look like. So I want a few squares to go across my chest and maybe around my arm too. I think that would look really cute, and I think I want the body of my sweater to be green, and then keep these colors for the squares because I like them. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is something that I also never do, which is take a little swatch. So this is not what the body of my sweater is gonna be color-wise, but it's the same weight and same brand of yarn. So I thought I could do a nice little 10 by 10 and get a good idea, help you guys understand sort of how I'm doing this. Gotta get some paper out. We're gonna take a few little notes. So, about how wide a stitch count of 10 is and how long a row count of 10 is. I'll use inches. I have like a million of these goddamn measuring tapes. So, a stitch count of 10 is about 4 1/4. So I'm just going to round down to 4 inches. And then long ways, or a row count, it's about 5.5. So that will give us a good idea of how long and how tall to make our body pieces and, arms and stuff. And what I'm going to be doing is making a very, 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 very basic sort of sweater. So I'm going to draw out exactly what we need for pattern pieces. Body. Sleeve. And that's it. A couple of rectangles. And then we'll go in, and once we get like the shoulders stitched, I'll show you how to make a nice little a collar and a waistband and cuffs. But this is the bulk of what we need. A couple of rectangles, really. Very, very, very easy. You can skip the step of making like the little flower squares, but I want them because I think it'll be cute to have just that little extra. Good morning. So, what have I gotten done? One front panel. Yeah, this is the right way up. So, I've gotten this much done. What I need to do now is make my back panel, which is just going to be this green. And then we're going to get some sleeves added on. And yeah, let's start making a back panel. All right, if you hear any crunching, that is the bird. She is choosing to be silly today. So we are going to count how many stitches I need to make the back panel. We're not going to worry too much about the rows because this is how I make sweaters. I don't plan things. Okay, I'm going to get a pen and I'll use that. Okay. So just so you can see better what I'm looking for, it's these little V's. Can you see them good? Yeah. So each little V is one stitch. And then I've got my the 3 double crochet, which counts as one stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 41, 42, 43. So 43 stitches. All right, and now I'm going to show you how I like to start my foundation row. So you can just chain, but I have found for me this is a bit easier and it helps keep my work looking flatter and nicer. So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to yarn over, insert into the 3rd chain from the hook, yarn over again. We're pulling through that first loop and just that first loop, and then we're yarning over, pulling through 2, yarning over and pulling through 2. And that is our first stitch and our first foundation layer, or row. What? First foundation stitch. That's how we describe that. And then we're just going to keep doing that same thing 42 more times. So yarn over. You'll notice there's a little loop right here. We're going to go right in there. So yarn over, insert in that weird little loop, pull through, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and through 2. So once again, I'll flip it over so you can see. There's this little bit right here. That's the little loop we're going through to make our foundation row. So yarn over, insert into that weird little spot, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So that is 1, 2, 3 stitches. Now I'm going to continue and get through all 43 of these, and I will be back. All right, so now I've got my 43 stitches. My little foundation row is all done. Oh, so nice. So I'm not entirely sure how tall I need to make this. If I was smart, I would have actually done math and figured it out. But, you know, I live on the edge. I don't do that. So we're just gonna kind of go until it's the right size. Or it looks about even, I think. And if you're wondering what stitch I am using, this is just a double crochet. Nothing fancy. I don't need my sweaters to look too fancy, you know? Sometimes I use a shell stitch, sometimes it's just not my vibe. And since I already have my little daisy squares, I thought this would just be a good way to do it. And I'm really liking how these colors are looking together. I think it's a very nice and soft vibe that I'm getting from this. Very springy. which is good. I enjoy the spring. If I wanted this to feel a bit more autumny, I might have added like, oh, ow, thank you, Amadeus. No coffee for kittens. Sorry, Amadeus decided it's snuggle time. And I can't refuse snuggle time. That would be rude of me. Yeah, oh, sweet boy. Sweet baby boy. Okay, I have gotten both panels done, front and back. So now I just have to, okay, I've got the front panel. We're going to make the, I don't know, the shoulder seams, I guess. We're gonna mark out where it's supposed to land. So that feels about even. I like it about here. So I'm just pinching off these so we can fold it and make sure it's even. You can tell I've done this many, many times. I'm pretty good at figuring out right where my neckline needs to go. So I'm going to take a couple of loose bits of string and mark those off on this side. You know. Okay, so now that we've got our shoulder seams put in, and we have our sleeves marked out, I'm going to do, I think, 4 rows of double crochet in the green, and then we'll add the flower squares in, and then we'll continue on with some more double crochets, you know, until it hits the length I want. It's almost done. So I just finished off one of my sleeves so I could see if I liked, you know, the tightness of it and the length and stuff. I do. I think it's a cute length for sleeves for the sweater. I just have to add some ribbing onto the sleeve, my hem, my collar, hide some loose threads, and then it's done. Isn't it looking cute? Well, I'm all done with my little sweater. I'm very happy with how this one came out. I like my little flower squares, I like the green, I like the purple. It's just a nice, cute little sweater. Fairly easy to make, you just need a few rectangles and a collar. Nothing too difficult. Yeah. Just a nice, easy little project for myself, and to take a break from a project that has a lot of glitter, and I'm getting a little tired of. So yeah, if you want to learn how to crochet, last week I put up a video on a few very, very beginner stitches, and I'm thinking I'll just continue doing that every other week. So the new schedule is going to look project next Saturday, little crochet tutorial next Saturday, project next Saturday, little crochet tutorial. That way, I don't know, you can learn a bit if you're interested in learning how to crochet. I think next week I'll show you how to make a pretty basic granny square. And then, eventually I'll teach you how to make little flowers. Yeah, that's all. So, if you enjoy watching me craft and make things, and you enjoy seeing Amadeus get in the way of me crafting, consider subscribing and, leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you next week. Bye.